lover boy, don't say there's some other girl. This year was a really interesting year. I had this gush of energy and creativity, and because I had my phone with me, which I have all the time, I could record some of the little melodies that happened to me during the day. You know, I talked to the cat, hey little boy, you know, and then it's like, oh, it's kind of a nice thing, so I'll record that. You and me, we sailed along on the seven seas. I decided I wanted to work with John Snyder, and who's worked in with Jim Hall and made many records with many singers and instrumentalists, and worked on my third record. The great thing about working with John is that we have a similar aesthetic, and I really respect him, and he respects me, so there's a lot of trust. I could just let myself be directed by this guy who was really tight with the other musicians that I had never met before, but I had heard of. Musicians like Don Thompson, who's the piano vibe player and a bass player, but who did these beautiful arrangements for me. Somebody else will have to do. To be able to record little bits of melody or ideas and then to revisit them later, just to sit down and listen to all these collection of melodies that I had, and some of them I liked, and I was encouraged by it, and I had the right people in my life at the time to give me the proper push into the right direction. I happen to need that. I don't need complete approval, but I do like a sounding board. I really enjoy a sounding board because I hear it better when it comes back. I'm not nuts about spring. The instrumentation on the album is bigger, is chunkier. I put a piano in. Now I'm working with a piano. Who knew? I thought I would never work with a piano because they take up a lot of space rhythmically and in my audio field. But now that I'm sharing the stage with such an enormous, piano, guitar, plus the rhythm section, plus a nice thick three-piece brass section, it's very dynamic, and it means that there's one solo instrument, and that would be me. And everybody else is consciously and beautifully working in service of that. That's what spring's about. When I first started thinking about this album and started discussing it, the word that kind of stuck through up till now was rhythm. I really enjoy rhythm. It's part of my life. I like to be able to feel this kind of relaxed swing, and that's what I like. When I think about music, I think about pleasure. I get pleasure from music. I don't like to be challenged and hurt by it, and I don't want to hurt anybody either. So I think that was the main ambition: rhythm and pleasure, and that's what I tried to do on the CD, so I really hope it works. I certainly got a lot of pleasure making it, and I'm assuming and hoping others will get a lot of pleasure from it.